I know the Macho Man. The world knows the Macho Man. Everybody knows the Macho Man. What could you tell us about the man, Randy Poffo, the brother, the friend, the human being? Can you give us a little glimpse of that?
Well, he never did a thing to me. He only did things for me. Okay. And even when you include the thing in Los Angeles that I didn't get to do that I wish I had, he more than made up for it. Because what I got was greater than my wildest dreams. And he was always on my team, helping me, pushing me, and doing his very, very best for me. And he's been gone 11 years. Luckily, my father died 1 year before. Unfortunately, my mother was still alive, and I had to take care of her for 6 years while she went create mashugana, which is a Jewish word. See,
Right.
my father's Italian, and my mother's side is Lithuanian and Belarus Jewish. But um, it was horrible to see my mother viewing my brother in the casket, and then finally his ashes. It was, it was a nightmare.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
that's hey, I've got a daughter and I've got two grandsons. The old must die, the young may die. You just never know, And I'll tell you what, I love my brother. There are still some people that are very, very, very jealous of him. Sometimes when you see these interviews, like, okay, may I say one thing? They say Randy locked Elizabeth in the closet. Did you hear that one?
I've heard a lot of rumors. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me tell you, since I was there,
Yes.
Elizabeth wanted to lock the door from the inside. She did not want to take a shower with Brian Knobs.
Smart woman.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, these were not the Boy Scouts. And she wanted to, what Randy did, it didn't matter if it was Paducah, Kentucky, or Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He gave the fans their money's worth every single time. And if he thought that I didn't give the fans my best, well, he could keep talking after he made his point that I was like a pickpocket, of the fans, they paid their money. And Randy would try just as hard in the small towns as the big towns. And his theory was, hey, I'm from a small town. I'm from Downers Grove, Illinois. He wouldn't like it if somebody just mailed in the performance. In other words, you buy the ticket, you get the best show he can give you. And that's the story. What do you think of that?
A tremendous work ethic right there.
And, he knew because he was not the biggest guy, he worked on his suntan, which he lived in Florida, got a lot of sun, but he would get 1 hour of sunbed every single day on the road after his workout. And then Andre the Giant was mad at him, baby oil, you say baby oil. So I told Randy, why don't you make an exception in the case of Andre the Giant? He said, hey, whose side do you want? There are no exceptions. I got to have a tan. So he told Andre, your gimmick is being a giant, mine is having baby oil. So I'm thinking to myself, can't he, am I right or wrong?
Yeah, seriously. Did they ever want to do anything with you and Randy together? I know you were in the ring with him when you read the Macho King poem, but I mean, nowadays it would be impossible to hide the fact that you guys are brothers. Back then, did they ever bring it up? They wanted to do anything with you guys?
Well, I never made any suggestions. I just did what I was told. And that's why I lasted 8 years. And I have to say, I would have loved to have wrestled my brother on WrestleMania, but that wasn't in the program. It wasn't in the cards. But at least I got to wrestle the immortal Hulk Hogan